This thing is really blurry. Okay, now it's starting to see.
Đấy cái map, coi cái map đi, coi cái đường.
Head north on Windsor Way towards Queen Highway.
À. Qua đường này phải không? Hả? Cái gì Windsor Highway gì? Không có tấm đó đâu, tấm khác rồi. Cái tấm của mình không phải tấm đó. Cái còn bao nhiêu cái tấm kia đâu?
Rich, get the backpack.
Mà lấy lộn cái tấm rồi, cái tấm này đi xuống Bosa, từ cái chỗ đó đi Bosa. Mở nó ra. Mở nó ra.
Open the second one.
Còn cái map nữa. Lấy con chị coi. Cái này mới đúng nè. Bỏ dưới luôn. Rồi em bộ bỏ vô lại.
When we're right on Zinfandel, we turn right onto Douglas Road.
Zinfandel, bia quẹo Zinfandel cái gì?
Then you turn left.
Bỏ xuống hướng bên kia, không bỏ bên kia nó rộng.
On the ground.
I can't reach all the way.
Try
Bỏ
your
mấy
best.
cái gối xuống. Cái con mẹ mày tháo dây beo ra mày làm cái không được hả? Cái thằng sao mà tối ngày đâu ôm cái gối làm cái gì á? Quá mà nhiều chuyện quá mấy cái tụi mày. Giờ nó thức rồi. Ôm gối làm gì? Bỏ riêng cái gối nó ra. Lớn tối nhộn cái gối ngủ. Quẹo đường này rồi gặp Douglas. Douglas là quẹo phải không? You say turn right and left.
Turn left
Chết
onto
mẹ sao
Douglas.
thắng nó on vậy? Hả? Bên này. Chết mẹ thiếu nhất thắng rồi. Thiếu nhất thắng rồi. Giờ nào không thắng không cháy giờ nó cháy vậy trời. Sao ở đây mà chắc phải đi mướn xe chứ. Sorry. Quẹo trái, quẹo phải.
Answer that question at 7.
And
Turn
how
left.
old is too old? Talk about that as well over the next 15 minutes on News Radio KFBK.
Then you take the first right onto Sunrise.
You want to make the best of getting around Sacramento.
Để đường Sunrise à?
Remember these 3 helpful things on your dashboard.
The fuel gauge helps keep you running. The speedometer helps keep you legal. And KFBK helps keep you moving.
Westbound I-80 just past Madison Avenue. We have an accident.
Traffic reports every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. News Radio KFBK, always on AM 1530 and now on FM at 93.1.
You started your own business. That was no small feat. The next challenge? Growing your business. That's where Square can help. Square makes it easy to start, run, and grow your business no matter what it is. And it all begins with one low fee for swiping credit cards. Chances are you're paying multiple fees for all the different types of credit cards you take. With Square, you pay the same low rate for every kind of card you swipe, and it can get even lower depending on the size of your business. Lower fees means more money goes back to you, and that's a good thing. Correction, that's a great thing. Sign up with Square and you'll also get free access to many other features like invoicing, digital receipts, tipping, and more, all designed to help you and your business succeed. So call Square today at 888-4SQUARE to get started and to qualify for free processing on your first $500 in sales. Again, that's 888-4SQUARE.
This is Cafe Auburn. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything you always wanted to eat. Hungry? Get Max's Cafe Auburn.
This is Doug Newman, Executive Director for the Learning Center. Before you make some plans, stop and think about this. Many of us as parents are more than glad to see the school year come to an end. We're grateful not to have to look at disappointing report cards for a while. We're grateful not to have to battle with our kids to get homework completed and turned in.
Nãy giờ nó có gì
We're
khô.
grateful not to have to bail our kids out at the 11th hour on long-term projects. More than anything, we're grateful not to have to witness
Turn
the look
right.
on our kids' faces as
Into
they struggle.
Sunrise.
Unfortunately, that summer relief is only temporary, since these things don't fix themselves. Next year, in spite of hopes and promises, problems will only get worse. Let Huntington Learning Center put your child on the path to better grades over the summer. Now is the time to act. Whether it's catching up or getting ahead, entrust your child's future to the nation's oldest and most respected learning center. Ultimately, you'll be grateful you chose Huntington.
Call Huntington today at 1-800-CAN-LEARN. 1-800-CAN-LEARN.
Have you heard the news? Sure West is now Consolidated Communications. Though their name has changed, they're still here to deliver reliable internet, voice, data center, and digital TV services to your business. Get the works where you work. Call 844-YOUR-CCI for details.
Traffic brought to you by Shiloh Springs Nissan. One of the best outlets for private smart forever at Shiloh Springs Nissan. Look for your family upgrade to the fastest big savings on you.
for Business and Economics, 43% of economists polled said that their firms increased wages in the 3 months leading up to July.
That's a jump of 39% compared to the same period last year, for the first time in about 2 years. None of the 79 economists polled reported any decline.
Turn right into Grant
22%
Road.
said they had
Where's
a hard time
Grant Line
finding
Road?
skilled workers.
Okay,
A factor
Grant Line,
which
hả?
could be driving
Chưa
wages
tới.
up.
And when you're talking your money, it's always important to make sure that you are properly invested. A local financial expert shares her thoughts on how to keep your retirement plan out of trouble.
As a general rule, the percentage of your portfolio that's exposed to the stock market should equal 100 minus your age. And Kimberly Foss of Empyrean Wealth Management in Roseville says diversity is your best friend.
Having the S&P 500.
They look like they're gonna make a roller coaster there.
That's not diverse.
Instead, the way to go is a mix of large, small, and value stocks with some real estate and even bonds.
But in this last 4 or 5 years here, we've had ultra low interest rates. And so you do want to have bonds to help mitigate the volatility of the stock market, but you don't want to go long term.
Bottom line, be in it for the long haul and don't react to fear or greed.
Have a plan, work the plan, stay the course over the ups and downs of the market. And in the long run, that's what's going to gain you wealth.
Joe Nichols, News Radio, Cove Beacon.
654, a new survey finds Americans answering the question, how old is too old? Dear Daily News surveyed men and women about various things. And what age is the right age for certain trends or activities? 38 was voted the average age to no longer have to live with roommates.
38.
38.
Okay, most say 37 is too old to go clubbing or shop at Forever 21. According to respondents, those between the ages of 40 and 45 should not have one-night stands, should not take selfies, or listen to Taylor Swift. That's very important. The least tolerable on the list, most say you should pass by the early 30s, is wearing a belly ring, couch surfing, and using an old college ID card for discounts.
There's still this that U.S. Absolutely gets me into clubs right away.
You're always one to buck the trend.
They lift up that velvet rope automatically. You just count the belly rings. There you go. Absolutely. Well, for the Open Championship, formerly known as the British Open, it was Rory McIlroy roaring to victory, wire to wire, without any ties. He finishes at 17 under, 2 shots in front of Ricky Fowler and Sergio Garcia. You know, the only major he has not won is the Masters. So he joins Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods as the only players with 3 different majors at the age of 25 or younger.
It's pretty hard to describe right now, to be honest. All I know is that I've won my 3rd major championship, and I'm 3 legs out of 4 towards a career Grand Slam at 25. So I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, no question about it. Ex-Redskins QB, it was Mark Rippon winning the American Century Golf Championship, the celebrity golf tournament up in Tahoe. The Kings, they beat Washington. Now they advance to the NBA Summer League Finals. They win 74-62 yesterday over Washington. They will face Houston today at 6 o'clock. So although it's just the Summer League, still a winning culture and change the culture with the Kings. Good steps being made by the franchise. Sacramento was paced by 4 players in double figures. Marshawn Brooks 14, Ray McCallum 11, Quincy Acey 10, and Jared Cunningham also with 10 points. Again, that's a 6 and 5 start. All 3 NL division races are tied, including the San Francisco Giants and the Dodgers. Tough one yesterday on the Tim Winston Wild Bulls. The Giants lose 3-2. Yesterday, they are off today. The Rivercats lifelong customer, so they stand by their guarantees and their core values, so you will continue to use them and spread the word about your experience. If you never had a chance to work with the Bell Brothers, you really should consider it for AC repair, replacement, air conditioner maintenance, plumbing, or window service. Give them a call if you need any of it. 444-1234. 444-1234 or thinkbellbrothers.com.
The best thing about a secret is someone always tells. So we're letting you in on ours. Those in the know by CPO. Select from one of the largest BMW certified pre-owned inventories in the Western United States at BMW of Roseville. When you buy a certified pre-owned BMW, you get all the luxury, performance, and benefits of a new BMW without the new price. Right now, choose from over 100 certified pre-owned BMWs. Get 1.9% APR financing on select 2011 and 2012 CPO BMWs and up to a $1,500 payment credit on eligible 2011 CPO 5 Series and 7 Series. And every CPO BMW includes an up to 6-year, 100,000-mile protection plan, 24/7 roadside assistance, and more. Those in the know by CPO.
Cái này là ga phi quậy luôn nhỉ?
We've got your BMW at bmwofroseville.com. Offers on select CPO BMW models through BMW Financial Services with approved credit. BMWFS will reimburse up to $750 per monthly payment due toward payment only. Some restrictions apply. See store for complete details. Offers expire end of month.
Brought to you by Sacramento YOLO Mosquito Vector Control. Mosquitoes are on enforce this summer, and West Nile virus is a problem. Be prepared. Make sure you put on your insect repellent before you head out the door. For more information, go to fightthebite.net. News Radio, KFBK in Sacramento, and KFBK FM online. First with traffic. First, New York, hour and a half. Every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. And on it.
63 degrees in downtown Sacramento. It is 7 o'clock now. News Radio KFBK, Monday morning, the 21st of July. Welcome to the KFBK Morning News on AM 1530 and FM 93.1. I'm Amy Lewis.
The hunt for a gunman who killed a man inside his Fair Oaks home.
Well, he's done it before. Could Governor Jerry Brown actually be persuaded to run for president again?
Those stories in about 60 seconds. First, traffic and weather together on the 10s. 7 o'clock, we get the Portland traffic center. Brian Reynolds. We did have an issue of solo vehicle offers way into the water out in the Portland area, quite possibly Highway 160 at Randall Island Road. Now the CHP out of Diga was headed to that area, as well as all emergency cruising, including the search and rescue team. CHP has dropped the incident altogether now. Close to the home, roadways around Sacramento are looking pretty good. Eastbound I-80 across the top of town. Seeing a lot more stop and go now due to that new construction project. You can see stop and go for the trucks on the road all the way to past Norwood, with most people at 55 miles per hour, almost all the way to the split. This construction project is going to persist for the next year, so expect some real significant delays and all the slow for the codes. The traffic every 10 minutes. Your next report 7:10 on News Radio KFBK 1530 AM and 93.1 FM.
The band of clouds and light sprinkles in the Sacramento area. It will be moving off to the north today, and we're looking for clearing skies this afternoon and a high of 85. By the end of the week, it's going to get hot again, close to 101 by Friday. I'm News 10 meteorologist Rob Perlmark, News Radio KFBK, 1530 AM and 93.1 FM.
65 degrees in Davis this morning, 65 in North Highlands, and 65 downtown.
The time now is 7:01. News Radio KFBK, they have no leads, so homicide detectives are turning to you to hopefully find out who shot and killed a Fair Oaks man inside his home. KFBK's James Rojas has joined us in the studio to tell us what happened.
Amy, Sacramento County Sheriff's detectives are looking for anything that will connect the shooting suspect to their victim.
Trying to interview people about what was happening in the house before this happened, if there were more people than the residents of the home, if the neighbors had heard anything.
Sergeant Lisa Bowman says deputies found the male victim dead inside his home on the 7400 block of Tierra Way after they received reports of someone shot.
We did find one victim that had at least one gunshot wound to his upper torso, and he was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Sergeant Bowman says they believe the man is in his 30s and lived at the home, but they're not sure if anyone else did. Anyone with information is asked to call the Sacramento Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers.
All right, James, thank you. One man's in custody in connection with a deadly stabbing in Central Stockton last night.
Tức mẹ gần nhà bên kia nữa, gần nhà trong mướn.
He's from California?
Hả?
He's from California?
Cái gì? Yeah. Gần cái nhà trong mướn á, để đường thẻ gì, thẻ Wood, thẻ là
Tierra Woodway.
Yeah, gần đó đó. là tối ngày suốt của điện thoại, tụi nó drugs thì lấy.
And we are gonna move there. Maybe move there.
Of amnesty to migrant children. He also said that Majority Leader Harry Reid is wrongly encouraging the belief the border is secure.
90,000 children are expected to come into this country.
Mình đâu có related drugs đâu mà sợ. Tụi nó là related drugs, ok, nó đụng drugs. Nó mua drugs rồi đó, hay là nó mua nó thiếu, nó không trả tiền. Thì tụi nó tới thanh toán, hay là nó lên drugs để bán rồi nó không trả tiền cho tụi nó. Giao cho tụi nó làm rồi bán cái đó cho tụi nó quê hồng rồi. Nói rằng nhà hồi xưa cái thằng Mỹ đen kia hai vợ chồng bị chết, mới có đứa con này, một xíu là mới sanh. Vô bắn cái đầu, vừa mở cửa bắn cái đầu vậy. Hay cảnh sát quá trời luôn. Hàng xóm mà sao đó gọi hỏi. Nãy giờ chưa ra tới phi quay lâu. El Joe. Cái đường này ra thẳng phi quay luôn phải không? Nó ra phía phi luôn phải không? Hay là nó còn quẹo cái đường nào nữa?
CA99
But Edward Mortimer, a former director of communications for the United Nations, says that the black boxes may not actually yield much information.
It appears that this plane was hit by a missile. The black box can tell you what the pilot and the co-pilot were saying to each other, but they wouldn't have known any more than we do. They weren't expecting to be hit by a missile. They probably were killed instantly.
Former Kremlin advisor Alexander Nekrasov says that the world is jumping to unsubstantiated conclusions about what happened to the plane as well.
We have no evidence behind this that missile what actually happened, and yet we have people already saying that they know better.
The bodies of nearly 200 passengers now reportedly being kept in refrigerated train cars in eastern Ukraine. The leader of the self-proclaimed People's Republic of Donetsk says a team of Malaysian officials will soon be arriving at the scene.
As of last week, homeowners and business people in California who waste water could be able to have a new fine. Who's going to penalize water wasting government agencies? KFBK's Tim Lance has the answer.
Well, most recent regional water agencies are pretty leery of using that new state-sanctioned penalty, a $500 criminal fine for water wasters. Most seem ready to stick with their current administrative penalties that they already have in place. Most will send out a warning notice and then they'll get to the penalties later. And when it comes to government agencies wasting water, who's going to enforce this new law? Mostly the same water agencies that are watching you. Water agencies here in the state, as far as the complaints go, they go to the California Department of General Services. Those folks process that. They send word to the offending agency, and then they wait for corrections to take place. Here in Sacramento, though, Amy, as far as all the government buildings here, they're supplied by the city of Sacramento. They're not going to hand out fines.
So we just wait and wonder who actually is going to get the first $500 fine.
Yeah, and whether they can legally do that or not.
Exactly. All right, Tim, thanks. Some of the Democratic Party seem to be pretty unsold on the idea of Hillary Clinton as their presidential nominee in the next election. In fact, former Colorado Senator and one-time presidential candidate Gary Hart tells the Washington Post he intends to meet with California Governor Jerry Brown during an upcoming Yale Law School reunion because he wants to see if Brown would be interested in making a run. At the White House, Hart says, "Don't rule out my law school classmate." He notes that Brown is known for doing the unexpected.
7:07 on News Radio KFBK. Some better news about those firefighters in Washington State. We'll tell you about it in 3 minutes.
News doesn't stop when you're sleeping. Neither do we. Listen for news at the top and bottom of every hour, 24 hours a day. News Radio KFBK. Now on FM at 93.1.
The concept of retirement has changed for many Americans, and some people question whether they want to fully retire or not. Now, whether you want to retire as soon as possible or plan on working to your dying day, one thing is crucial, that you are retirement ready. This is Scott Hansen of Hansen McLean. You see, not everyone has the opportunity to work as long as they'd like. Company downsizing or a health issue in your family can force you to retire early. At Hansen McLean, we use a defined process that takes into account all areas of your financial life and provide an analysis on your retirement readiness. Learn more at hansenmclean.com.
If you run a business, Frontier Business Edge can help you be connected with their advanced data and voice solutions and be confident, backed by their 24/7 tech support. Switching is easy, so call Frontier Business Edge at 1-888-FRONTIER today.
What makes a great neighbor? At Sutter Health, we think it's someone who makes the community better, which is why we partner with Sacramento Covered to provide more culturally sensitive care in the community.
Hi, I'm Griselda, project manager with Sacramento Covered. So a lot of our families come to us because we provide the language they need. We also help them navigate through the system, so finding a doctor, scheduling a first appointment. I remember this client who came to us, single mom with 2 kids, and she was very thankful that she was able to get all of those benefits for her kids. What I like most about my job is making a difference in a person's life.
Last year, Sutter Health provided $900 million to care for patients who couldn't afford to pay and to support programs that improve community health. As a not-for-profit organization, Sutter Health is committed to giving back. It's another way we plus you. Sutter Health, we plus you. Learn more about how we care for the community and the other programs we support in Northern California at SutterHealthGivesBack.org.
I can't believe it. We're chumps.
What?
We're suckers, just handing over extra money to the bank.
What are you talking about?
Oh, look at this. Mortgage rates are awesome right now. Way better than what we have.
We're not chumps.
Why? We're overpaying by hundreds every month.
Calm down.
No, refinancing to a lower rate could save us a ton.
I know. That's why.
Geez, all that extra cash would really help right now.
Exactly. That's why.
Listen, our bank's never just going to go, hello, you're giving us too much money.
Honey?
I mean, there should be somebody who's got your back on this stuff.
There is. That's why I called Paramount Equity.
What? You called Paramount Equity?
Yes. Right now, their fixed rates are down as low as 2.99% with an APR of just 3.034. And no lender fees. Zip, zero, nada. So we'll start saving that money right away.
Saving hundreds a month just like that?
Yep, with just one 5-minute phone call.
Call Paramount Equity.
290-9999. 916-290-9999.
Take the exit. You go onto this, and then we take the exit onto the 4th West.
Oh, okay, 4th West, Sutton.
710 on News Radio KFBK. We'll talk.
Nó tới thành phố đó, nó tẻ, nó có cái freeway 4, nó đi qua Farm.
And a look at the wildfires burning in Washington State on the way right now. It's traffic with KFBK's Brian Nobles in the Beetle Plumbing Traffic Center.
Eastbound on 80 Trussville, setting off in Minnesota. We've got 2 heat lines in there. It's effective if they're going to get off the freeway where they can exchange insurance information and get on their way. Now, we are seeing some stop buildings been on I-80 from Trussville Road to a little bit past Northgate. We've got that new construction project that's been on I-80 across the top of town. You already the construction project actually begins later with reductions right around the area. The Garden Highway persists all the way to 1 Avenue from Northgate to 1. You're going to be shifting to 3 interior lanes and we're going to 2 lanes of those are express lanes. If you're on those, you can't get off the freeway from Northgate to 1 Avenue. If you're in the right lane, you will be able to use the off-ramps and on-ramps with traffic every 10 minutes. Your next report is 720 on News Radio KFBK 1530 AM 93.1 FM.
Thank you, 7-Eleven. Now let's go over our forecast for today and the week ahead with Rob Carmichael with Breakfast 10.
Well, yesterday was really nice for us. It's very rare to see a day in the 70s. What you need is a new cloud cover. You need something unusual to happen. And that's what we had yesterday. Some monsoon moisture just lingering around. It was cloudy all day with some spotty sprinkles and 2 straight showers out there. Today we're going to see clearing. So it's a different forecast for us. We saw some flat weather sprinkles this morning. By this afternoon, sunny skies and a high in the mid-80s. By tomorrow, we should be back again. And by the end of the week, it's going to be hot and sunny with highs and valley spots. That will love 100 degrees back to you.
Current temperatures for those in the 60s. We have 64 downtown Sacramento, 62
Giờ tao phải ngồi bên kia nắng này. Kéo cái ghi lên che lại. Bán cái áo lên.
This pillow's covering him.
Giờ có cái áo nó đỡ. Cái xe nó chạy quăng ghê.
Something?
xuống đường này bỏ xuống tạm thời bỏ xuống này. Mấy đường này bà biết. Chừng này là xuống dưới có lót còn tầm tiếng chừng nào tới quá xe bắt kêu.
Tomorrow with Chevys.com or drool over them in person. The Madison Wall Street, just off of I-80. Available to friends who'll be turning on the way to work tomorrow in your brand new Corvette Stingray from Performance Chevrolet. Find me roads.
With Toyota Topical Sections Skin Body Surgery, free seminar July 24th, Roseville, facial plastic surgery.
Tune in every Saturday night to Open Mic on 93.1 FM and 1530 AM KFBK for the Right Lens Radio Show. That's the Right Lens Radio Show. Your Track and Jason every Saturday at 12 noon on 93.1 FM and 1530
I told you one coat would cover. What should we do with this leftover paint? Can we use it up?
Let's paint one more row, then we'll recycle the rest.
Do you know what to do with leftover paint? To find out more, visit paintcare.org. Buy right, use it up, recycle the rest with Paint Care.
Traffic
begin the process. And again, they have not been able to really, other than just see the boxcars that the bodies are in, the refrigerated boxcars, they have not begun to do any type of identification yet. They have not been to the scene. The only people that have been to the scene, to be quite honest with you, are these monitors, and they've had limited access. The press has had more access than the monitors have, and clearly the locals have been walking through, traipsing through, in some cases looting. This has been a horrid experience.
Well, no argument there, Mark, but as an investigator, even if conditions were good and the scene had not been compromised, what would you really try to learn? I mean, we know a missile hit it, we know it was blown out of the sky. What more would you learn?
We'd be actually looking for the missile parts themselves. We'd be trying to take a look at various portions of the aircraft to see how it was struck. Obviously, if we did not believe it was struck by a missile, we'd be looking to see if in fact there were indications of bomb potential, or again, it was a mechanical failure. All of these things are very low on the list, since it's really, according to intelligence sources, this was brought down by an SA-11.
Mark, I feel so sorry for the families still waiting to take their loved ones' homes. I heard earlier, I was telling Ed off the air, some of the bodies had been loaded up in a dump truck. That's got to just hurt the families so much to hear that. Is there anything that can be learned from examining those bodies?
Certainly, we will see. It would have been a little easier, obviously, if they had gotten to them within 24 hours or so.
Sure.
4 or 5 days later, with the deterioration, it's going to be difficult even to do the identification, let alone see how the individuals may have passed.
Mark, thanks again for your time.
Anytime.
Guys, like that. Harrison Kerr with CBS News, and we're standing by to hear from the president the latest on the Ukraine situation in about 5 minutes.
Our time is 7:46 at News Radio KFBK. Amy back with you on this Monday morning. Brian's watching the road just ahead of you.
Got an accident there. Westbound I-80 at Antelope got an accident there. We'll take a look at that, and we're seeing stop and go elsewhere on the freeways too, coming up at 7:50.
Kelly Brothers scheduled to talk about your money at 7:51. That could be preempted depending on when the president speaks.
Kings with a shot at an NBA Summer League championship. A's, Giants, and the Open Championship recap as well. In sports at 7:56.
Regional water agencies can slap you with a criminal charge for wasting water, but what happens when government agencies waste water? Find out at 8.
And you think you have a lot of airline points? Well, hear about one guy in China got on his Amex card.
Those story and the president all on the way over the next 15 minutes on News Radio KFBK.
Being stuck in traffic drives me crazy. KFBK lets me know where and why the traffic is bad, and they give me alternate routes. I'd be crazy not to listen.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes. Mornings and afternoons. News Radio KFBK. Now on FM at 93.1.
Kelly Brothers here for Von Hausen Mercedes-Benz on this Monday morning. I'll tell you what, driving down from the mountains yesterday with the rain coming down in sheets, the wind blowing, thunder, lightning, I was really glad my family was headed down the hill in a Mercedes-Benz 2014 E-Sedan. Once again, an IIHS top safety pick for 2014. They really put safety at the forefront when it comes to a Mercedes-Benz. Not to mention great value as well. For example, right now you can lease a 2014 C250 Sports Sedan, $279 a month for 27 months. $279 a month, believe it or not. What a great price that is. If you're paying $300 or more right now for your car, you can be in a brand new Mercedes-Benz for less out of pocket, I should say, each and every month. Stop by and take a test drive this week at one of the 3 beautiful dealerships in the greater Sacramento area, Sacramento, El Dorado Hills, and Rockland. Of course, Von Hausen's been serving Mercedes-Benz dealers for 50 years in the greater Sacramento area. Or you can begin the whole process online at vonhausen.com.
Wow, I'm amazed at how much solar has really taken off. In fact, it seems like contractors from all over are jumping into the solar business. So how is it that you know who to trust? John McGinnis here for Sierra Pacific Home and Comfort. If you had a stranger show up at your door, call you out of the blue, and convince you to go solar, you might want to get a second opinion from an experienced local expert at Sierra Pacific. You should at least make a simple phone call to find out if the solar they sold you is right. Sierra Pacific is celebrating over 30 years as an experienced solar company, having installed over 20,000 rooftop solar systems. They are the most most experienced local solar electric contractor. Sierra Pacific has a clear, straightforward alternative to make solar smart and simple. Right now, get 2.99% financing that makes solar pay off from day one, and you own it and get the tax credit. Call Sierra Pacific. You see them everywhere. The guys in the big red trucks. Call 800-551-3040. Sierra Pacific Home and Comfort. Call them. 800-551-3040. Or visit SierraPacificHome.com. Either way, you'll be glad you did.
Traffic brought to you by Circus Circus Reno. Plan your next getaway with Circus Circus Reno. Experience family fun with rates from $35 a night. You'll also get $85 in deals for dining, shopping, gaming, and more. There's something for everyone at Circus Circus Reno. Book at CircusReno.com. Coming up to 7:50, we're standing by for the president. We were told he'd be making some remarks on the Ukraine situation about now. He's not quite ready, and when he is, we'll bring it to you live.
But I know Brian Nobles is ready to talk traffic in the Bueller Plumbing Traffic Center.
Yeah, we do have one fender bender westbound I-80 at the Antelope Scales. It's over on the shoulder. Doesn't appear to be causing any real significant delays. What we are seeing significant delays is in the midst of that new construction project, eastbound I-80 across the top of town. Lots of stop and go from I-5 all the way to Norwood, almost all the way to Marysville Boulevard now, with some more slowing all the way to Watt Avenue. If you do want to avoid this whole thing, you may want to take West El Camino eastbound, take that all the way over to the Cap City Freeway, and then take the Cap City Freeway to I-80 and get into Citrus Heights and Roseville that way, if that's your destination. Otherwise, things are moving, and that construction project is going to last a full year. Westbound 80 across the top of town, got a lot of slow and go from the split to I-5, northbound 99 out of Elk Grove. Lots of slow and go off Elk Grove Boulevard to Fruitbridge Road, with traffic every 10 minutes. Your next report, 8 o'clock on News Radio KF. 1530 AM and 93.1 FM.
The weather story, really two stories. The beginning of the week's going to be kind of nice. 87 degrees for the high today. We'll have full sunshine by this afternoon. About the same kind of forecast tomorrow. 88 for the high, 89 on Wednesday. Then a big jump up to 98 on Thursday. And triple-digit heat in the forecast for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Looks like Rockland checks in this morning at 66 degrees. Fair Oaks at 67. Downtown Sacramento, 64.
7:51 again. We're standing by for the president's remarks on Ukraine, but for now, let's check business. Here's Kelly Brothers and Genevieve Burford and Brothers.
Yeah, a lot of geopolitical things going on, as we all know, in terms of Ukraine, in terms of Gaza, and of course, the president is supposed to speak about some of that here momentarily, and that is what is pushing the market down this morning. That may be counterbalanced a little bit by earnings reports. A lot of earnings reports come out this week. As a matter of fact, Netflix and Chipotle will report later on today. Facebook and Apple later on in the week. Half the Dow this week, 1/4 of the S&P will report earnings. So we'll get a real read on the American economy and to some extent the global economy, because a lot of these companies sell a lot of places other than the U.S. as well. Here are the real-time numbers. Dow down 113 at 16,987. Play hopscotch over 17,000. NASDAQ down 23 at 4409. The S&P down 11 at 1967. 2-to-1 decliners over advancers. Gold up 5 at 13.16 an ounce. 10-year bond yield 2.45%.
Thanks, Kelly. 7:52 now. We'll check back with Kelly at 8:21. Again, we're standing by to take the president's statement live about the crisis in Ukraine with the recovery of MH Flight 17, that Malaysia airline that was shot out of the sky last week over eastern Ukraine. When he steps up to the podium, we'll take you there live. A Chinese collector picking up a very nice bonus to go along with a rare antique cup he bought at auction earlier this year. He bought the 15th century cup for $36 million last spring. So when he paid for it with his American Express card, the credit card company awarded him almost 422 million American Express points.
They're worth about $180,000 at a Hong Kong retailer, or more than 28 million frequent flyer miles. Collector reportedly had to sign a number of Amex receipts because the system can only swipe transactions of up to 12 million at a time, so we would have had to sign at least 3.
Were you ever in your life able to buy anything on American Express worth more than, I don't know, I mean, what's the, because I don't have American Express. You do.
They say that depending on your spending patterns and your history, if I tried to buy something for $36 million, you would hear the laughter from the headquarters in New York, clear out of California.
Movie fans still going ape at theaters in the U.S. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes brought in $36 million to top the box office for the second week in a row. It's the sequel to the 2011 blockbuster Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Second place went to the violent R-rated film The Purge: Anarchy, and third place went to the opposite opposite end of the spectrum there to Disney's animated Planes, Fire and Rescue. That brought in $18 million.
Well, considering they have, I don't know, what is he, 40 years old, Bartolo Colon on their roster, the Mets may have been looking hard at the woman who threw out the first pitch at the game yesterday at Petco Park. She's 105. Agnes McKee made history, and I didn't see the video, but I hear she has a pretty good arm.
Yeah, she does. You can see it on my page, Amy's View at KFBK.com, and I have just a little piece of tape for you. She says, don't ask me what it feels like to be 105.
Everybody asks me that, and I have no secrets. I have no idea how I attained or got to be 105 years.
It just kind of happens that way. And again, we're standing by to take you live to what the president says about what's going on in the recovery of MH17 over eastern Ukraine. When he steps up to the microphone, we'll take you there. Right now, we talk sports with Bill.
Absolutely, Amy. And for the A's, they get it done yet again yesterday. 10-2 they win. They take 2 of 3 versus Baltimore. They have the best record in the major leagues at 61-37. Game and a half lead over the LA Angels, who, of course, have been red hot. They win yesterday 6-5 over Seattle. The Angels' 30th come from behind victory, which leads the major leagues. In the NL, all 3 division races are tied, including the Giants and the Dodgers. The Giants get it done 3-2 yesterday. They lose 3-2 yesterday to the Marlins in Miami. They move on and will play Philly this afternoon at 4:05. It'll be Vogelsong and Lee. Philly lost 2 of 3 in Atlanta this weekend. The A's are off. They have Houston coming to town tomorrow. For the Sacramento Kings, they are getting it done in Summer League. They went 74-62 over Washington yesterday. They play for the championship later today, 6 o'clock against Houston. Here's Ray McCallum.
Just trying to be consistent, trying to lead the team. Our goal is to win the whole thing. So we've got this far to the championship game. We've been here for 16 days. We might as well finish it out on a high note and try to win the tournament.
There you go. So Coach Michael Muller tried to change the culture, even though it's Summer League, the Kings getting it done. And Rory McIlroy, -17, 2-shot victory over Sergio Garcia and Ricky Fowler to win the Open Championship, which took place in Liverpool. Here he is thanking the fans and throwing his soccer affiliation in the mix.
To the fans, you've turned out in thousands and thousands this week, and on behalf of all the players, I'd just like to say thank you very much. The support has been absolutely fantastic all week, and even though I'm a Man United fan sitting here or standing there, I still got a great support, so thank you very much.
I've got the video on my page at KFBK.com. You got to check it out. And Mark Rippon, former Redskin quarterback, wins the American Century Golf Championship up in Tahoe. Your next sports update is going to be 26. I'm Bill Aranda from the BMW Roseville Sports Desk News Radio KFBK.
Your mom always told you, choose your words carefully.
No doubt about it, yes.
7:57 just ahead on our 8 o'clock hour. Foul play in Fair Oaks and the president's remarks on Ukraine.
You started your own business. That was no small feat. The next challenge? Growing your business. That's where Square can help. Square makes it easy to start, run, and grow your business no matter what it is. And it all begins with one low fee for swiping credit cards. Chances are you're paying multiple fees for all the different types of credit cards you take. With Square, you pay the same low rate for every kind of card you swipe, and it can get even lower depending on the size of your business. Lower fees means more money goes back to you, and that's a good thing. Correction, that's a great thing. Sign up with Square and you'll also get free access to many other features like invoicing, digital receipts, tipping, and more, all designed to help you and your business succeed. So call Square today at 888-4SQUARE to get started and to qualify for free processing on your first $500 in sales. Again, that's 888-4SQUARE.
Free processing offer limited to first $500 in sales during first 6 months. New customers only. Limited time offer.
It's the big summer sale on now at Happy Days RVs with great deals on a huge selection of motorhomes, trailers, cab over campers, and more. Happy Days RVs, El Camino Avenue, 1 mile west of Business 80. Online at happydaysrv.com.
Đất của nó lớn nhưng mà California là nổi. Đất của môi trường nó quá trời luôn. Bởi nó sợ lắm, nó sợ người ta đem mấy cái cây mà có sâu, có bệnh tật vô đây á. Bởi nó phải take care gì lắm. Cấm người ta lấy trái cây đồ vô. Nó trồng dữ lắm. Một cái tiểu bang Cali này không nó bán trong nước, trong mấy quả dưa nước. gạo nè.
5 million years.
Bên kia nó kìa thấy không? Bậy lấy máy bay nó gãy phần lấy máy bay không. Cái đó nó cần xài trồng nhiều lắm. Thấy không? Mấy cái cây bụi hết trơn.
Dad, that took 5 gazillion years to do. For you.
Trái quá trời luôn thấy không? Trái gì á?
Top to bottom plant protection for your grapes. Use Movento insecticide for Bayer Crop Science. Always read and follow label directions.
Would you love to tighten the skin on your face, neck, or brow without having surgery? Join Roseville Facial Plastic Surgery July 24th to learn about the full
Didn't we always see this when we went to San Francisco?
Bring a friend, get 20% off.
Hướng bên kia nãy hút rồi. Bên kia nãy cái tour qua Tracy.
If you want style and efficiency,
Wait a minute, Dad, the sign said Los Angeles is how much farther?
nobody in the world.
How much farther from the
Chắc có mấy tiếng nữa. Ra đây 6 tiếng.
We're exiting to Hollywood.
KFBK AM Sacramento and KFBK FM Blunt Pines reports every 10 minutes.
Thấy mấy cái núi không? Hill rồi thấy không? Mấy cái mud đó. Rồi nó chạy qua mấy cái nhỏ đó thấy không?
I found out where I'm going to get my tan. I have to go across the
Yeah, that's all.
At least I know where I'm going to get my tan.
We are standing by to hear from the
Thấy chết mồ, không có lấy cái đồ rồi đó.
in eastern Ukraine.
Cái lon
No, we can actually our
The hunt for a killer in Fair
We can pick it up with the water bottle.
Military adventures around the world.
Those stories are on the way in about 60 seconds.
Brian Owens, Plumbing Traffic Center.
Just a few moments ago, got this call. Person in question, Roseville Automobile Traffic Tip Line 565-1530.
I don't think you guys know I would. What is new? Eat it? No.
Well, the new thing is traffic is being shifted over to lanes eastbound from Northgate to Watt Avenue. Now, the number one and number two of those lanes are express lanes.
That's not made of sand.
Those two lanes, you
That's
can't
not
get off.
sand. That's dirt.
If you're on in the number 3 lane, you can use the on and off ramp. So right now, this is all causing some stop and go from about Northgate all the way back to I-5 now. And it's affecting the connector ramp northbound I-5 to eastbound I-80.
Nắng mấy con đồ á, nắng mấy cái đồ á. Nắng mấy cái đồ là phải là cái đớt mới được. Nó gọi là cái sình á, đất sét á.
Dad, that looks like Indiana. No, that actually looks like Egypt.
Clearing skies in the afternoon for
That still
Sacramento,
looks
high
like
today,
Egypt.
85 degrees. Higher elevations, we still have a chance for
There are a
thunderstorms
few
today.
triangle amounts of hills, so it looks like Egypt.
1530 AM and 90.1 FM.
It's 8:02. I'm News Radio KFBK. Temperatures around the region were in the 60s for the most part. 64 degrees downtown Sacramento, 61 in Fair Oaks.
At the time now, that News Radio KFBK. Again, we're standing by to take the call. The president's comments about MH17 and the recovery of that in eastern Ukraine. When he steps to the podium, we'll take you there live. In the meantime, homicide detectives are investigating the shooting death of a Fair Oaks man over the weekend.
Homicide detectives are trying to find the shooting suspect who killed the man inside his own house. Deputies responded to the home on the 7400 block in Sierra Way last night to reports that someone had been shot. Sacramento County Sheriff Sergeant Lisa Bowman says when officers got to the scene, they found the victim with a bullet wound to his upper torso.
At this point, we know he's a male in his 30s. We believe he is a resident of the home. And at this point, the suspect or suspects are not in custody.
Bowman says detectives cannot tell if the victim knew the suspect. Detectives spent hours interviewing neighbors trying to figure out what may have happened inside the home. If you have any information, he has to contact the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department. James Ross, News Radio KFBK.
The man is recovering from a fall off some bluffs along the American River.
When I was in music, Mr. McCrossan was planning to bring us to perform at Six Flags, and then we would have been able to go down to San Francisco Bay and hang out there for a little bit, but we didn't have money.
It's up for severe injuries, but he's expected to survive.
The family of the woman had taken hostage and then killed her last week Stockton Bay.
Hang out in Sacramento, San Francisco.
Person she was Misty seeing son Paul.
We would have, but like we didn't have money, so we went to go to Empire.
She did everything for us. She would bend over backwards so that I could do whatever I wanted with my church or with my friends.
The lone surviving suspect in last Wednesday's bank robbery and police chase is due in court this afternoon. Police say Jaime Ramos survived She was a U.S. sports journalist. She and more than 100 people were killed, dozens more injured. Phillips works for the Brady campaign now to prevent violence.
I said that it could have been a school trip.
Where mass shootings have also occurred. She and her husband, Lonnie Phillips, drove up the California coastline over the weekend and scattered Jessica's ashes to honor her.
Well, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is joining the chorus, weighing in on the migrant children situation. He says those have been flooding the border with Mexico will be contained and sent home. If the word got out,
that's not dirt. That's not saying that's dirt.
Doesn't require.
He said it wasn't dirt. It's sand.
Federal assistance.
And the Kentucky senator says blaming the border crisis on the Republicans.
Đất sét á, nắng Ấn Độ này kia.
Has absolutely nothing to do with that. What it further illustrates is how insecure the border is.
And he says he agrees with Texas Governor Rick Perry, who says it's a good idea to send National Guard troops to the border to help the Border Patrol agents.
Well, we are expecting some comments from the president on the situation in Ukraine, but yesterday, two senators said the U.S. has to do more after the Malaysian airliner crash. Democrat Robert Menendez of New Jersey, who chairs the Foreign Relations Committee, appeared on the Fox News Sunday broadcasting the U.S. and other nations must impose tougher sanctions on Russia.
The West, including the United States, has to have a far more significant response than we've seen today.
During the same interview, Republican Bob Corker of Tennessee says our country, has to be willing to act more forcefully in Ukraine.
I hope this will be a catalyst for the West to step forward. I'm incredibly discouraged, not only the U.S. response, but candidly Europe response.
And again, we're standing by to hear what the president has to say about the response.
Yeah, the wide majority of Americans say they do not want to see their country engaged in any more military actions overseas. Politico survey released today shows only 22% believe America has a responsibility as a moral leader to use the military to protect democracy around the globe. 66% say they believe the use of military force should be limited to direct threats to U.S. national security. 3 out of 4 support complete withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan for 2 years.
Well, when it comes to watching water use, even government agencies are subject to the new state law on wasting water in California. Who's going to tell them that they've broken the law? KFBK's Tim Lentz takes a look at that.
So that whole state criminal fine of $500, it's supposed to be a tool that state water managers hope regional water agencies will use if they need to keep you from overwatering your lawn. But most of the agencies reportedly are not willing to go that far. They claim their current policies work just fine to get you and others to cut back on water use and also to prevent waste. And when it comes to government agencies themselves and their water use, violations typically are going to be handled by the California Department of General Services. They'll send notices to the offending agencies when you report it, but it's unclear if the maximum state fine could even legally be levied. In the city of Sacramento, only current policies are going to be followed by water officials here, which come from educated people and government agencies before they do any kind of fine.
It's in 8:07 on News Radio KFBK. Again, we're standing by for the president to make some remarks on Ukraine, which brings us to Jerry Brown. Could he someday run for president again? He is running for re-election as governor, but according to the Washington Post, he might be a party favorite as the next nominee for the White House. Former Colorado Senator, one-time president is quoted as saying he plans to talk to Brown about the possibility of him running when the two Yale Law School grads get together at an upcoming class reunion. The class of 64, by the way. Mark says Brown does some very
KFBK on the way. We're of course standing by here from the president on MH17 being shot out of the sky. In the meantime, we'll talk about the 45th anniversary of the Apollo 11 flight coming up on News Radio KFBK.
I expect the produce at the grocery to be both fresh and local. So why should I expect anything less for my better information?
Rich didn't know that was dead grass. I said it was dirt, duh.
Ok, nó có ô tô với pick-up rồi tùm lum á. Ok, mình phải đi qua cái đường ô tô, cái truck tụi trailer nó bự, nó đậu đây nè. Cái đường bự, cái đường đậu nó dài không? Nó không nguyện vô đây. Mình chỉ qua đến đây mình gần cái chỗ mình gần nữa. Đậu vô là gần gần luôn.
Do I stop this?
Yeah. Miếng cái charger cái vô cái tấm máy đó, kiếm vô. Em Vũ gọi cho má. Gọi không. Nói mình tới cái West Area mình mới nghỉ. Nè. Talk to mom. Nói mình mới tới West Area mình nghỉ mệt nên mình gọi má. Bây giờ chuẩn bị đi tiếp. Qua khỏi. Cái gì vậy?
Mom gave it.
Cái gì? Ghép cái gì?
Money.
Đưa anh chi vậy?
No.
Mình có tiền. Sao không biết bỏ nhà đi. Thêm chi? Anh giữ đi. Nhớ cẩn thận nha mấy cái tiền bạc không? Để bọn sót cái nó mất rồi.
No one.
Hả?
Maybe she's at work.
No.
No.
No, she's probably she's in the restroom.
Oh.
Không có thôi. Thôi chút đi. Giờ là 8:30 má mày chắc trong restroom. 9 giờ đi làm má mày trong restroom tới gần 9 giờ luôn.
311 miles to go. 311
Thì 300 khoảng 36 tiếng đó. Chứ chắc mà nhưng mà hơn đúng không? Tại hơn rồi nó chạy trên núi á. Khi mình xe mà lên núi nó chạy chậm hơn. Hiểu không? Mình phải trừ hao lúc mà leo qua cái Lost. Từ Fresno nó qua Lost. Trên Fresno là nó bắt đầu chuẩn bị nó lên núi rồi. Qua cái núi đó nó mới tới mới xuống Lost. Bao nhiêu trong đó? Má mày đưa bao nhiêu? Không biết đếm nữa, mình đếm coi có khoảng bao nhiêu tiền trong đó. Đưa cho con hả? Ủa có nè. Đưa riêng đó hả?
100. Wow. That's a lot of money. Hundreds and hundreds.
It makes a lot of money. It's a couple months already. Ức lì mẹ cái giấy mới cái tiền mới của Mỹ vậy ức lì nó có cái đường gì giống như cái giấy này người ta bị cái tiền nó bị gắt lấy bằng keo tự dán lại.
We did that once.
Bán là lái xe đường nát theo bây giờ pick up. If somebody call you guys answer. I'm not supposed to answer. Phải get the ticket.
Potatoes.
Cái gì?
Potatoes.
Ở đâu?
Potatoes. The sky. Potatoes. Are you really looking for a potato in the sky? No. Potato. Potato. Potato.
là mình ăn được hai mình thấy được hai cái giòn của cái potato với một cái potato trong inside.
371 miles?
Nãy giờ mình mới chạy cái 80 miles rồi. Thì ở khoảng 90 miles đó. Qua 90 miles. Ủa không tới cái khoảng 82, 83. Tại mình chạy nãy mình chạy tới đất là ok, nghe tới đất là spá mới set lại zero. Ok. Mấy cái đồng hồ này nó có đo cái mile cho mình đó, mình zero how á. Sau này nó chế hay, nó chế mấy xe là đa số là có mấy cái này á, cả tính được cái mile mình chạy, kim đồng hồ á, cái mile.
It can do the math.
Nghe sao xe tùy loại xe sau này nó optional á. Nó có cái GPS chỉ gắn ở trong đó, nếu mà con mua mà option nó có GPS luôn. Với xe mướn á, nó khôn lắm biết không? Giống như mấy thằng đó, nhiều thằng nó điếm. Ok. Cái cũng như là khi mình nó order gì mình mình mướn cái xe. Ok. Như hồi xưa làm chặt gì á, siết chặt chứ. Mướn chiếc xe để đi cưới vợ, làm lễ đám cưới, đi mướn chiếc xe. Cái xong cái mình đi pick up, bái với siết chặt đi pick up. Mà trên khi mà make reservation đó, là mình không có chọn GPS nữa ra. The car with GPS, tại vì mấy cái local mình biết hết rồi, đường mình biết, đâu cần gì GPS làm gì. Nhưng mà khi đi lấy á, đi pick up á, ok, nó đưa ra nó bắt mình phải trả thêm tiền cho cái GPS. Cái siết chặt nó cự nó, siết chặt nó tao đâu cần chi cái GPS, tao chạy trong local mà. Bởi vì siết chặt cũng nhiều chuyện, mẹ lấy xe nhà được rồi, mày đặt mướn xe rồi. Tới cuối cùng bị nó chém cho hình như mười mấy 20 bạc, mười mấy 20 bạc. Nó nói họ muốn lấy cái xe không GPS nó không có, chỉ có một cái bây giờ còn chiếc xe mà lấy không lấy tao đưa người khác thôi. Nó nói chuyện nói gì cái thằng nào như thằng Elvis. Tại mà đâu còn xài đâu, chiếc xe nó có sẵn không, nó để nó bắt mình trả được tiền đó. Bây giờ là đang nói gì kìa? Ủa hết rồi. Mẹ Fox hết rồi.
Because we're in the mountains?
Đâu nó xa quá rồi. Cái vùng này là khác, cái local nó khác.
Businessman and author Arnold Glassberg has noted that a good leader
Bugs, you get a big, fresh, meaty Togo sandwich and a drink. It's a $5 deal, Togo style. Big, fresh, meaty Togo.
Kiếm cái local của cái chục này. Tại local nó mỗi local nó khác nhau, chạy qua cái thành phố khác rồi. Xinh quá.
We're listening to this one.
Which one? Oh, mình đang kiếm new.
It's Gnarly Charlie and Jody Joe. Good on. Kiss Country Morning Show. 93.7 Kiss Country.
có mấy cái nhạc Việt Nam á, người dân nó dùng cái memory card, micro SD. Cần dặn music là được. Cái chỗ có cái music lên cho nó bán cỏ sẵn luôn.
Where?
Music đó. Có cái loại earphone nó mở lên cái software đó. Nó detect mấy kiểu. Nó lót thì dặn vô hát play. Sau này nó hay lắm, cái video của xe nó design ra nó bán có cái video này nè, cái máy hát này nó có tự động ghim vô một cái lấy dùng cái thằng này đem đi file lên luôn. Tại mấy cái máy kia nhỏ nghe nó xíu. trâu bò trong đó, nó sợ nó chạy ra ngoài đường. Mấy con bò đó, nó nuôi bò, nuôi con này con kia, mấy con đó nó chạy ra ngoài, nó gào lại hết. Mấy con nó không ra được, nhưng mà thấy đôi khi cũng có con ra.
Well, they will break through anyway because they're ripped ones.
No, lâu nó mới có một con nó chạy ra. Chạy ngoài đường, chạy ra freeway. Còn cảnh sát nó thấy người ta gọi cảnh sát.
Because they want to go on an adventure.
Gọi chủ đó lại nó bắt đi vô. Chủ nó phải cái khe nó nhà nó trong móc, nó biết được là nó chạy ra liền.
I need to take a picture of that.
Lấy máy gì chụp nó đẹp hơn. Lấy cái máy kêu phụ lấy cái máy chụp.
No, don't run away, truck.
Làm gì?
Can't see the words. Dang it. There you know. You stay.
What are you doing?
Okay, too late. Because it had the word JB Hunt, and JB is like a Korean actor. South Korea. Oh, I'm okay.
của mình nó có cái cruise control phải không? Cái cruise control á, mình có thể adjust cái speed gì, mình đạp ga xong cái giữ, mình bấm cái nút nó giữ luôn, nó giữ chạy 70 hoài vậy đó. Okay. Đây nè, cái cruise control này nè, bấm vô. Nhưng mà mỗi lần cần cái kia mà phải đập thắng cho nó nhẹ phải không? Okay, đang chạy 70 gì bấm lên với 70 nhưng mà bấm nó.
I was gonna press that button someday and I didn't even know what it was.
Không, cái này phải biết chạy rồi đó, gành mới được. Thấy mà xa xa thấy emergency cái là phải đập thắng liền cho nó nhả cái gương ra, không có nó cứ ủi lên nè, thấy không? Cái chạy gần tới rồi, tới gần cái đích nó quá rồi, phải là lẹ coi xe không có xi nhanh đi ra liền, không có là phải tắt cái mà đi đạp thắng cái là mất cái cương nữa, phải bấm lại lần nữa, hiểu không? Rồi chạy 70 xong rồi bấm nó.
Well, there's some cars up there.
Đó, cỡ này nè, khoảng 60 mấy thôi, đừng có 70, không cần 70 đâu. Ok, bấm nó. Rồi xong thấy không, bấm nó luôn. Đó, rồi. Ủa sao nó không dính vậy trời? Nó mới sao mà sao nó không dính vậy ta?
tên em gọi về, gọi hồn liễu rũ lê thế, gọi bờ cát trắng đêm khuya. Ngày mai em đi đồi núi nghiêng nghiêng đợi chờ, soi đá trông em từng giờ, nghe buồn nhịp chân vơ vơ. Ngày mai em đi biển nhớ em quay về nguồn, gọi chiều dương gió ngập hồn, bàn tay chắn gió mưa xa. Ngày mai em đi thành phố mắt đêm đèn vàng, hồn lẽ nghiêng vai gọi buồn, nghe ngoài biển động buồn thơ. Hôm nào em về bàn tay buông lối nhỏ, đàn lên khung phím chờ, dạo lên đây hoang vu. Ngày mai em đi biển nhớ tên em gọi về, chiều sương ướt đẫm cơn mê, trời cao níu bước sơn khê. Ngày mai em đi cồn đá rêu phong dù buồn, đèn phố nghe mưa tủi hờ, nghe ngoài trời giăng mây luôn. Ngày mai em đi biển có bâng khuâng gọi về, ngày mưa tháng nắng còn buồn, bàn tay nghe ngóng tin sang. Ngày mai em đi thành phố mắt đêm đèn vàng, nửa bóng xuân qua ngập ngừng, nghe trời gió lộng mà thương. Gọi hồn liễu rũ lên thế, gọi bờ cát trắng đêm khuya. Ngày mai em đi đồi núi nghiêng nghiêng đợi chờ, soi đá trông em từng giờ, nghe buồn nhịp chân vơ vơ. Ngày mai em đi biển nhớ em quay về nguồn, gọi trùng dương gió ngập hồn, bàn tay chắn gió mưa xa. Ngày mai em đi thành phố mắt đêm đèn vàng, hồn lẽ nghiêng vai gọi buồn, nghe ngoài biển động buồn hơn. Hôm nào em về bàn tay buông lối nhỏ, đàn lên khung phím chờ, dạo lên đây hoang vu. Ngày mai em đi biển nhớ tên em gọi về, chiều sương ướt đẫm cơn mê, trời cao níu bước sơn khê. Ngày mai em đi cồn đá rêu phong dù buồn, đèn phố nghe mưa tủi hờn, nghe ngoài trời giăng mây luôn. Ngày mai em đi biển có bâng khuâng gọi về, ngày mưa tháng nắng còn buồn, bàn tay nghe ngóng tin sang. Ngày mai em đi thành phố mắt đêm đèn vàng, nửa bóng xuân qua ngập ngừng, nghe trời gió lộng mà thương. ngập ngừng, nghe trời gió lộng mà thôi.